Is it possible that our most ancient stories are not myths, but fragmented memories of a forgotten technological past? The Guardian Alliance suggests this is the case, preserving a hidden history on ancient artifacts known as the CDT plates. This knowledge speaks of a time when humanity lived alongside advanced extraterrestrial races, sharing wisdom and technology that defies our modern understanding of the ancient world. This secret history reveals that major cataclysms, like the biblical flood, were not random acts of nature. Instead, they were planned events in a cosmic struggle that stretches back thousands of years, shaping the very course of human civilization and our genetic makeup. This incredible story begins around 9558 BC with a man named Enoch. He was not just a prophet, he was a descendant of a powerful Jehovian bloodline, which gave him access to advanced knowledge. Enoch uncovered a terrible plot by a group known as the Luciferians, who planned to destroy the last remaining islands of Atlantis by triggering a great flood. He learned that they intended to use powerful crystal technologies to shift the tectonic plates, sinking the land masses and wiping out entire populations. Armed with this terrifying information, Enoch knew he had to act quickly to save his people from the coming disaster. Could this be the true origin of the flood myths found in cultures all around the world? The islands of Atlantis were home to three distinct and remarkable peoples. First, there were the Nohasa, a hybrid race of Jehovian Anunnaki Melchizedeks, who were Enoch's own people. They were known for their advanced spiritual and scientific knowledge. Living alongside them were the Lohas people, who would later become the ancestors of the Celts and Druids, possessing a deep connection to the natural world. Finally, there were the Brua, a group of angelic humans who would eventually carry their legacy to the Americas, becoming the forefathers of the Mayan civilization. These three groups represented a unique blend of human and starseed genetics, a living library of cosmic heritage. When Enoch delivered his warning, the Nohasa people listened. They understood the gravity of the threat and trusted their leader's otherworldly insight. They prepared for a mass exodus, not on wooden arks, but through hidden passageways leading to a safe haven deep within the planet, a place often referred to as the Inner Earth. As the Great Flood of 9558 BC washed over Atlantis, devastating the islands and scattering the Lohas and Brua survivors across the globe, the Nohasa were safely shielded from the destruction. Their escape was not a miracle. It was a carefully executed plan based on advanced intelligence. It was, in fact, an extraterrestrial intervention. After the cataclysm that destroyed Atlantis, the world was forever changed. The Nohasa people, who had taken refuge in the Inner Earth, could not remain hidden forever. Their destiny was to re-emerge and help rebuild civilization on the surface. This monumental task was not undertaken alone. It was carefully orchestrated by a cosmic council of benevolent overseers, including advanced beings from Sirius B, the Elohim, and the Ra Confederation. These groups, often described in ancient texts as gods, were in fact highly evolved extraterrestrial guardians. They chose a specific location for the Nohasa's new home, the Sumerian city of Ur, a place that would become a cradle of civilization. The city of Ur was assigned to what was known as Tribe 10, an authentic Hebrew race. This was not the same group described in later biblical narratives, but a unique blend of Christos starseed races, including Melchizedek, Hebrew, and Hebrew lineages. Their genetic makeup was special, as their DNA was directly keyed to the vibrational frequencies of Stargate number 10, located in the Vega star system within the Lyra constellation. This connection made them guardians of a critical interstellar portal, a role that placed them at the center of a cosmic conflict. Their very existence was tied to the flow of energy and knowledge between worlds. However, peace in Ur was short-lived. Beginning around 8900 BC, the city became a target for various malevolent Anunnaki factions. Marduk hybrids, Samjase Luciferians from Pleiades, and Thoth Enki serpent groups had all previously sworn allegiance to the sinister Luciferian covenant back in 10,500 BC in Lohas, Atlantis. They saw the Stargate-connected people of Ur as a threat to their agenda of control and domination. So they launched a series of invasions, seeking to corrupt the bloodlines and seize control of the city and its powerful Stargate portal, turning a beacon of hope into a battlefield. The conflict escalated dramatically in 8400 BC when forces loyal to the Anunnaki leader Marduk finally conquered Ur. These invaders were allied with a terrifying race from the Andromeda galaxy known as the Necrometon Andromi, often described as beetle people due to their appearance. The fall of Ur was a catastrophic event that caused the other Anunnaki factions to scatter across the ancient world. This diaspora of powerful, technologically advanced beings set the stage for new conflicts and the establishment of new empires. The survivors fled, carrying their knowledge, their technology, and their ongoing feuds with them to new lands, most notably to ancient Egypt. With the fall of Ur, the Thoth-Enki serpent groups were forced to find a new territory to claim as their own. They set their sights on the fertile lands of Egypt, which was already home to a peaceful and spiritually advanced civilization. The original inhabitants were the Serezesine Egyptians, a Magi Grail king line directly descended from angelic humans. These people were the true guardians of ancient Egyptian wisdom, living in harmony and preserving profound spiritual teachings. However, their peaceful existence was shattered when Thoth, a brilliant but ambitious Anunnaki leader, led an invasion of their lands, bringing with him the conflicts and technologies from the wars in Sumer. This invasion marked a significant turning point in Egyptian history, as different Anunnaki factions began to merge and form new alliances. The Thoth-Enki serpent groups, who had initiated the invasion, soon found themselves mixing with the Samjasi Luciferian lines, which included the famous figures of Osiris, Isis, and their son Horus. This blending of rival yet aligned Anunnaki bloodlines created a new ruling class. They were not the original Magi Grail kings. They were a hybrid dynasty, born from conflict and a desire for power, forever altering the spiritual and political landscape of ancient Egypt. This new ruling elite, formed around 8400 BC, became known as the Scarab Kings. This name and its associated symbolism were no accident. It was a direct result of their alliance with Marduk's forces, who were connected to the Necrometon beetle people from Andromeda. The scarab beetle, which would become one of Egypt's most sacred symbols, was introduced as a marker of this new leadership. It represented their off-world heritage and their allegiance to a cosmic power structure that was alien to the original spiritual traditions of Egypt. The beetle became a brand, a symbol of a new order imposed by extraterrestrial invaders. As a result, the official history of the Egyptian dynasties as we know it was founded not by the original Magi Grail king lines, but by these invading Anunnaki races. They rewrote history, co-opted the native religion, and presented themselves as divine gods to the local population. They built monuments not just to honor themselves, but to harness the planetary energies for their own technological and political purposes. This hidden truth remained buried for millennia, until the Guardian Alliance orchestrated the birth of a new pharaoh, Akhenaton, in an attempt to restore the original law of one and reveal the truth of humanity's stolen legacy. The epic tales of Enoch, the destruction of Atlantis, and the subsequent invasions of Sumer and Egypt reveal a hidden narrative woven throughout human history. This is not a story about primitive people building monuments with simple tools. It is a story of advanced extraterrestrial races vying for control of this planet and its most valuable resources, its Stargate system, and its unique human genetics. The conflicts between the Anunnaki, the Melchizedeks, and other groups were battles for cosmic territory, with Earth as a strategic prize. Our planet, according to the Guardian Alliance, sits at a crucial nexus of interstellar pathways, making it immensely important in a galactic context. The constant mixing and clashing of these ancient races created the complex tapestry of bloodlines that defines humanity today. The establishment of the Hebrew tribe 10 in Ur, their connection to Stargate number 10, and the subsequent creation of the Scarab Kings in Egypt were all part of a genetic and political war. Each group sought to implant its own DNA signature and cultural ideology, influencing human development to serve their specific agendas. This is why secret societies have, for millennia, placed such a profound emphasis on genealogy and bloodlines. They are not merely tracing ancestry, they are tracking the remnants of this ancient off-world heritage. This secret history is directly linked to what is known as the stellar activation cycle, a massive 26,400-year period of cosmic evolution. We are, right now in 2025, said to be at the very end of one of these cycles. This is a time when the planetary stargates naturally begin to open, creating an opportunity for immense spiritual growth and dimensional ascension for humanity. It is a time when the veils between worlds thin, and the hidden truths of our past are destined to be revealed. The knowledge protected by groups like the Guardian Alliance was preserved precisely for this moment, to help humanity navigate this critical transition. Ultimately, understanding these ancient events provides a new lens through which to view our world. The political struggles, religious conflicts, and technological pursuits of our time may be echoes of this ancient war. The secrets of Enoch are not just about a flood, they are about cosmic lineage, stargate physics, and the ongoing struggle between forces of enslavement and liberation. By uncovering this hidden history, we can better understand our true potential and the monumental choice that lies before us. To repeat the cycles of the past, or to reclaim our sovereign destiny as guardians of Earth and embrace a future among the stars.